is cold today. Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the north. More specifically, we are in Blue Earth, Minnesota. And even more specifically than that, we're in front of the Green Giant. Yes, at a towering 55.5 feet tall, we have the massive statue, a massive fiberglass statue of the Jolly Green Giant. Now, growing up, I remember the commercials with the Green Giant. They sold canned vegetables. Remember, he would the jingle was "Ho ho ho, Green Giant," and I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know if Green Giant vegetables exist anymore. If anyone knows, if they still sell them, leave a comment in the comment section. And do they still use the Green Giant? Is he still part of the advertising world? Again, leave a comment in the comments section. I'm actually really curious about this because I'm thinking back, and I think it's been a while. I remember him from my childhood, but don't necessarily recall him being used in recent times. Now, one thing that is interesting about the Green Giant statue is that it wasn't actually built here by the Green Giant company. It's actually built here by a local radio station owner, and the reason he wanted to build it was because of the connection of Highway 90 as the first transcontinental freeway in the United States, running from Boston to Seattle, and the eastern half was meeting the western half right here in Blue Earth, Minnesota. And they wanted to do something to commemorate that, wanted something to mark the occasion. So the local radio station owner wanted to build an icon, and he wanted to build the Green Giant, which is a very notable giant character of the time. And he actually reached out to the corporation, got their blessing, but it was not funded by the corporation. The corporation did not pay for it. It was funded locally. And the idea was to place the Green Giant at the location where Highway 90 came together here in Blue Earth. And the freeway, probably about a mile that way. Unfortunately, they were not able to secure a location nearby in order to erect the Giant. So they had to settle for putting it here about a mile away where you can't really see it from the freeway. But he apparently did attend the connection ceremony. They took him and apparently hung him from a crane so he could watch, but then afterwards he had to come back and be permanently installed back here, quite some ways from the freeway. But the town itself has truly embraced the Jolly Green Giant, and he has become somewhat of a local figure in folklore. Apparently, once a year, children actually leave treats out for the Green Giant overnight, and when they wake up, the treats will be gone, and there will be giant-sized footprints in the snow in their yard. And according to Roadside America, he measures up there with some of the tallest roadside giants. He apparently is almost as tall as Vulcan in Birmingham, and apparently he is actually taller than Hug Me Jesus that we saw recently in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Oh boy, it is really cold today. So you can see here, get a close look at how large that giant is. You can see, actually, you can kind of see up his toga there. Get a view from behind the giant, so you can actually go up these stairs to pose between the giant's legs. Ho, ho, ho. massive. Look at that. Woo. Oh. And of course, the Green Giant would not be complete without his sidekick, Sprout. Now, I remember the commercial. Sprout would actually talk. He would speak, talk about the joys of canned vegetables, and then the Green Giant would appear on the horizon and mutter his catchphrase. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. Yeah, it looks like they have a lovely park area around the Green Giant. And notice this I've never seen before. They're in the park. You have all the tools here to fix your bicycle. There's a wrench, some screwdrivers there. Man, that's pretty handy. Yeah, if your bike breaks down, just take it up here and get it all fixed. Oh, I don't know, does Sprout have a catchphrase? Ho, ho, ho. But over here, directly across from the Green Giant Park, we have a Green Giant Museum. Let's check this out. Alright, we entered the visitor center here, and in the back of the visitor center is the Giant Museum. The lady up front said the lights will come on by themselves. Oh, and there we go. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Of course, they got some cans of Green Giant vegetables here, and you can see some of the early advertising. This is the 1928. It originally had a very different look. He had fleshy Caucasian skin instead of green skin. These are bowl covers. They kind of look like shower caps. I guess you'd like place that over top like a bowl of vegetables. You can see a bag of niblets there, corn niblets, and the stand-up giant. There's some more interesting portrayals of the giant. It says, Green Giant says, "Is my face red?" Looks like it is. Looks like Norman Rockwell actually did some of the art for the Niblets brand, the corn there. Yeah, but he didn't put the Green Giant in his ads, but still pretty cool that Norman Rockwell did the artwork. There's some Green Giant dolls there. See, she's got the Green Giant on her dress. I don't know, I do find the name Niblets humorous. It's just seems like a lot of fun. What are early peas? This is early peas with tiny onions. I guess it's better than late peas. And there's a Green Giant Valley Fair cub. I guess Valley Fair is the Cedar Fair Park here in Minnesota. I guess they had a tie-in with the amusement park. And you can see the interesting portrayals. This is the Butter Society. The Niblets are coming. Look at that giant can of corn. Who eats that much corn? That is crazy. Little frozen packets of vegetables here. Some leaf spinach, some carrot nuggets. There's rice. I guess rice is technically a vegetable. Here's some mixed vegetables. You get all in one. Down here, you have a Jolly Green Giant lamp. And look at that fuzzy footprint maybe a piece of giant pelt. We see here that in 1979, apparently Pillsbury purchased Green Giant. So you see the alliance between the Pillsbury Doughboy and Sprout occurring. And likewise, in 2001, General Mills purchased Pillsbury, therefore buying the rights to the Green Giant. So then we see the alliance of the Green Giant and Lucky the Leprechaun. Oh, look at that. Green Giant lasagna? I don't know. I think he might be trying to step out of his wheelhouse there. See the train set there? One of the cars is a Green Giant car. Up here, we can see Sprout shredding the guitar. And as I mentioned before, the reason the Green Giant was built here was because of the connection of I-90 from Seattle to Boston. And much like the Transcontinental Railroad was brought together, East met West, they planted a golden spike. Well, here the first freeway, the first coast-to-coast freeway, was commemorated with both a golden spike and a Green Giant. See the bobblehead there. Can't bobble him because he's behind glass. Yeah, it is unbelievable how much Green Giant stuff they have here. All the different Green Giant hats. This giant plushy Green Giant here. Oh, look at that. One of those amazing plastic Halloween costumes. I remember wearing those as a kid. I never went into the Jolly Green Giant, but that's pretty cool. Look at that. It comes with the curly giant shoes there. See the giant lounging there in his chair. And look at this little corn motorcycle there. That's a lot of fun. Oh, I specifically remember these as a kid, playing with the little cans of food. You have the little play kitchen, and look at there. They'd have like the real products. So there you have the Green Giant cans there. You can play with. Suppose the little boxes of food. It's a little cookware set. There's the Pillsbury Doughboy there. We've established that he is a friend of the Giant, a corporate partner, if you will. So I guess this is the little Pillsbury corner over here. A little small collection of Pillsbury Doughboy things. I wonder if there's a Pillsbury Doughboy museum somewhere. I don't think there is. Arguably, he's probably more famous than the Green Giant. I think they still use the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, look at that. The Pillsbury Doughboy phone there. The umbrella there with the big giant handprint. The toy trucks there. Just crazy how they were able to put the branding everywhere. It was just omnipresent. It's another one of those cool. I don't know. When I was a kid, I was fascinated by like fake food. I always thought it was so fun having the little pieces of food. I still think fake food is super cool to this day. It's a little farm you can play with. Got the farmer riding with Sprout there. Here's a case of Sprout stuff. You know, in some ways, it's almost like Sprout was the real mascot. He was in the majority of the commercial, and then the Green Giant would just show up at the end just to say ho ho ho. But you know, look at all this fun Sprout stuff. Digital timer and clock. The chip clip. Oh yeah, like cookie jars. All sorts of Sprout stuff. What are these here? Those like popsicle makers, I think. Salt and pepper there in the background. And of course, any 80s icon, much like we saw with the Pillsbury Doughboy, had their own phone. The Sprout phone there, the Sprout alarm clock. These were things that we loved back in the 80s. And that's Sprout gumball machine. I wonder if the gumballs taste, or the jelly beans maybe? I wonder if they tasted like Brussels sprouts. Oh wow, there was even a Sprout handheld Tiger electronic game. I'm sure people of my age remember these games as being the absolute worst. They were the worst video games ever made. They were barely playable, barely a game really. These are different duffel bags. Say Green Giant first aid kit, I guess if you are in desperate need of some canned vegetables. Let's say the Giant makes the meal. It's in the freezer. You can see him there with some other famous mascots. Tony the Tiger and is it Charlie? Charlie the tuna? All these different Giant hats and some golf related items. I guess it makes sense, you know, because golf is played on a green and the Giant himself is green. It's an exhibit on the actual Green Giant factory here, and you can pretend you are a vegetable canning employee. You put on your jacket, punch in here at the time clock, and get your hard hat on. Yeah, you can see the trains leaving the factory here, bringing out canned vegetables to all the land. Now it talks here about the golden stripe on the interstate. So when the Transcontinental Railroad was laid, they had a golden spike, but the highway had a golden stripe. So they painted it gold, and this would have been back in the late 70s. But apparently it, over time, wore away. The paint wore away from the highway. So apparently they've laid some new golden concrete on the highway. And here is some sample, some of the concrete that was laid, some of the golden concrete that was laid on I-90. Here's a Sprout snow globe. It's an interesting snow globe there. Now here we have some canning equipment here, as well as some old cans. These are pieces of equipment that would be used in the vegetable canning process. Oh, look at that. That Green Giant back there. It's like some sort of... Oh wait, what just happened? He just inflated. He was like all uninflated when we walked up, and our approaching him caused him to reinflate. Wow. Yeah, literally almost unending wave of merchandise here. That's Sprout's Adventure, little book. You have a cassette. I remember back in the 80s, that was a big thing. You'd have a book and a cassette to read along. I had a whole set of all these Disney books. Like, I never saw a lot of the Disney movies, but I knew them because I had the books and the cassette tapes. I had the Brer Rabbit stories. I had the Rescuers, and I hadn't seen the movies, but I could always listen to the tapes. Had the movies pretty much memorized without having seen them. Look at all this. Oh, some Russian nesting dolls there of Sprout and the Green Giant. Over here we have some cans from other countries. I guess not all countries use the Green Giant imagery. So I think that's, oh, what is that? I don't know. This is some sort of Asian language that I'm not familiar with. They use the Green Giant. And then over here, apparently instead of the Green Giant, they used some sort of cow chef. Oh, I guess some of these are like maybe artifacts they had doubles of, because some of these are actually for sale. Oh, look at this. Must have known we were coming. Someone set this table here. Some delicious vegetables laid out. What do we have in? Green beans and almonds. That actually does sound good. This is a Tobogan. It is a sled made to look like the Green Giant's foot. Here's an interesting thing about the word toboggan, and I'd love you guys' feedback on this. So, where I'm from, originally, in Indiana and Wisconsin, this is definitely what you'd call a toboggan. It's a sled. A toboggan is a sled. However, when I moved to the South, toboggan is the name of a winter hat. So they call their hat a toboggan, but up north, a toboggan is a sled. So they're both wintry items. Does anyone else encounter this? I found it really fascinating. So yeah, that would be a Green Giant toboggan there if you're in the South. But if you're in the North, that is a Green Giant toboggan. Some of the smaller items in this case. I mean, just look how many different watches they made for the Green Giant. Here's some pins I could put in my hat. Some pencils and journals here. Thermometers. Keychains. Corn holders. I mean, just look how many belt buckles they made for the Green Giant. Oh, look at that. Vote for the Green Giant or your leaves will fall off. Apparently, he ran as a presidential candidate, I'm guessing. There's playing cards here. Pens. Well, these are can openers. That actually makes sense. Can openers make sense. We have some fun stuff here in the gift shop area. And apparently, we went to the Corn Palace yesterday here in Blue Earth, still making corn puns. Aw shucks. And this one over here says, I'm corny. I'm corny. Yeah, I guess they grow corn in here in Minnesota as well. Yeah, you get the Green Giant hoodie there. Yeah, lots of merchandise for our giant friend there. Yeah, it's almost like a homemade snow globe with no water. Have some different pins there. What's this? I found all the Sprout statues. Oh no! So they must have Sprout statues all around town. Oh man, it is. I'm gonna do a rain check on this. It is so cold today. I don't know that I have the endurance to go find all the different Sprout statues in Blue Earth, Minnesota. But next time we'll find them all. Oh, there's my boy, another giant resident of Minnesota, Paul Bunyan. And this bobblehead actually strongly resembles the Bunyan statue in Bemidji, Minnesota, which is actually quite a ways from here, but still always loved seeing Paul Bunyan. That's one of the things I love about Minnesota, Paul Bunyan everywhere. In addition to having Paul Bunyan and Babe, we also have this plushy Minnesota. Look at that. Looks so friendly. There's a little heart there. Yeah, this also doubles as their info center and welcome center. So you have the different brochures and catalogs for all the things to do in the Blue Earth area. Yeah, here's all the Sprout statues. Again, today it is too cold. I cannot go hunting for sprouts in this weather, but next time we're in Blue Earth, we're gonna find all these sprouts. Well, here's at least one of the sprouts. So yeah, like different communities do, they do like art projects where they have like kind of one statue, and they modify it. Each business has their own unique version. We saw that with the Punxsutawney Phil. Had the different Punxsutawney Phils throughout Punxsutawney. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely love the community scavenger hunts. But again, too cold today. Oh look, they got their Easter tree up. And as I formally declared yesterday, 2024, the year of the smashed penny here on the Carpetbagger channel. And look at this, we got some great options for pressed pennies. Got, of course, the Green Giant. We got Sprout, and we got the building we're in. So I think I'm going to get all three of those. All in all, it's kind of a heartwarming story. Discarded advertising mascot finds his home in a little town in Minnesota where he gets to live on forever. Okay, at least we found one Sprout out here in front of the farmer's daughter kitchen. We have Sprout there. He's got a barn on his chest. And what does that say on his head? It says some snow on him. It says Farm Fresh. So it's Farm Fresh Sprout in front of the farmer's daughter kitchen. And you know what? I'm actually kind of hungry. Let's head in and grab some lunch. So let's see what they have here. They have the Hugh Jass sandwich. This is named after our #1 customer. So apparently there's a guy that comes in here named Hugh Jass who always orders this sandwich. I think there was a character in The Simpsons named Hugh Jass. Decided against the Hugh Jass sandwich. This country fried steak and eggs was speaking to me. Okay, let's dig in here. Fork out. Alright, the country steak there. This is really good gravy. Yeah, that gravy is something special. To dip my toast in the egg there. Yeah, it's amazing. And I am now a member of the Farmer's Daughter Clean Plate Club. And over here at the Shell station, it looks like we have a Sprout, but this Sprout is very interesting. Apparently he is selling homemade fudge. You can see him holding a lump of fudge aloft, but this is actually originally a Papa Burger from A&W. The fiberglass mascots, the A&W would have the burger family consisting of the different members. This would have been the Father Papa Burger. And if you look, you can actually see he's got some hair back there. He definitely is Papa Burger in disguise. So the mashup that you never thought you'd see, the A&W and Green Giant there. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. And here at the local rest stop, they have a historical marker commemorating the golden spike of I-90. Like I mentioned, the Green Giant was built because of this event. It occurred in September 23rd, 1978. So they had a big celebration here where the two sections of I-90 finally connected here, and like the railroads where they put a golden spike in, they commemorated it by making a strip of gold pavement. And it does mention here that 56-foot tall replica of the Jolly Green Giant attended the ribbon cutting ceremony. So let's see if we can find the golden pavement. Oh, and there it is up there as we get back on I-90. Here is the gold stripe that commemorates the connecting of the two ends of I-90. At that point exactly is where they connected. So thank you for joining me here today in Blue Earth, Minnesota. It has been very interesting here. I saw they had the green giant statue, and then you know, kind of found, you know, how it ties into the town's history, the creation of the golden stripe along I-90, where the two highways connected. It's fascinating how the green giant ties into that. And of course you got all the history and lore behind the green giant itself. Kind of a very interesting history here in Blue Earth, Minnesota. But I'm continuing heading east. Still trying to make it to Detroit to attend some particular festivities. If you do like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop and doing personalized messages on Cameo. And continue to let me know what other items would you like to see in the merch shop. I'm thinking of expanding the Etsy shop to include some items besides pins. If you are interested in any other items, please leave that in the comment section. But until next time, this one's in the bag.